We're at CPAC, and this is Todd Staples, the Agriculture Commissioner of Texas. Todd, what do you think of what you're seeing here at CPAC at its new location so far?
Well, it's exciting to see so many people from all across America that believe in the future of this great nation, understand that conservative principles and free market philosophy is what is necessary in order to move our nation forward.
Now, before we get into other issues, what does an agricultural commissioner do? What's your function in the state of Texas?
Well, agriculture in Texas is still a huge part of our state's economy. We have a very diverse mission, and looking out for the private property owner rights is certainly one of my major causes, and is the reason that people can live the American dream, have upward mobility, is because we can buy and sell property and use it to its fullest extent.
Now, if you're talking agriculture, you're talking people picking the crops, which means you're talking immigration and maybe even illegal immigration. What is going on, and what is, as a person on the border in a state with strong agriculture, and again, a lot of people don't think of Texas as an agriculture state, how do you deal with the realities of being on the border and this very difficult issue?
Texas is home to 2/3 of our nation's entire southern border. We have the second highest population of undocumented immigrants. In quite contrast to what the administration is saying today, the border is not safe. We have violent narco-terrorists who are drug cartel operations that are moving illegal drugs into all cities in America. Texas happens to be on the front line, but it is a national security breach. We need this administration not to make statements like the border is safe and the border is safer than ever. We need them to have the resources that are necessary to combat this very real threat. One of the ways that we can do that is to reform our failed immigration and guest worker program. We have millions of people coming to our country looking for a job. They're coming illegally because our legal system of entry is broken. We can do better, and when we fix that, that will help us secure the border and to protect the sovereignty of the United States of America.
Are there lessons the administration can learn from things that Texas is doing about this?
Well, the fact that Texas has the hottest economy in this nation today is a real good indicator that we only spend what we bring in. We don't go to taxpayers and ask them to pay more. Texas has spent in the last few years almost $1.5 billion fulfilling what is a federal government's responsibility. We have a major crisis today. We have over 14 border agents per border mile in Arizona, New Mexico, and California. We have barely over 6 in Texas. We have to get the resources that we need. Our law enforcement are doing all they can, but they're outmanned and outgunned. And very specifically, Texans are focused on having a legal system for workers to come into our country. That's what the administration needs to focus on as they secure the border.
And one final thing, I'm a conservative in Massachusetts, which makes me very lonely, but I have a son who's about to graduate college. I'm going to let you give the pitch right now. Why should he take his Dean's List semester, 8 Dean's List semesters through college, and bring them to Texas to work?
If you want to have the opportunity to live the American dream in a state that recognizes that low taxes, limited government, a fair and stable regulatory environment, then move to Texas along with the 1,500 people a day that are moving to the Lone Star State. You have the certainty and the assurance that if you want to work hard, you want to roll up your sleeves, you can live the American dream, and it starts in Texas.
So, Sam, there's your pitch. Mr. Staples, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Great to be with you.